In today's episode, GHK comes out with another amazing multi-tool that will shock you. Decoyu added a very different accessory to my order, and Wuben comes out with a cannon. I mean a cannon of a flashlight with a huge price tag to boot. Let's get started. Now, perhaps one of the best multi-tools that has come out this year is actually the GHK 21. The unfortunate part is you can't buy it. I cannot find it. Some people have said you can order off of Temu. Maybe. This has all outside tools. This is essentially like a free Leatherman Surge to some extent. It is fantastic with, wait for it, spring-loaded pliers. I love this, the GHK 21. Now, the next best thing is probably this tool right here, which is the GHK 26. This is a really nice upgrade to Nextorch's Pioneer, $50 cheaper. So on Amazon, this comes in around $50. On AliExpress, I paid $76. Ouch. I bought this thinking that I needed to jump in and get it early, but yeah, unfortunately I paid a little too much for it, but you guys can profit from my mistakes by buying it later when it's cheaper. On the outside, let's look at a lot of these features. Stonewash finish, essentially really like the pocket clip. The outside design is fairly nice. Knife 14C28 has a blade steel written on it right there. This will be a fairly large knife, as are most of these accessories. The serrated blade is fairly long. Saw, can opener, the screwdriver, wire stripper notches. That's different. I think this might be an oxygen wrench. I know that looks different, but I think you could use that as an oxygen wrench. Serrated blade, regular blade, saw, screwdriver, oxygen wrench, can opener, wire stripper, all on the outside. On the inside, this really nice set of spring-loaded pliers. In the past, I've said this is sort of like a mix of the Surge, the Free, the Wave plier all mixed into one, and it turns out really nice. Crimpers, replaceable wire strippers. On the inside, you don't have any tools like we're used to, but we have some surprise tools. So on this side, take a look at this. If you want scissors, these are scissors. Huge, giant, emergency shear scissors that, yeah, almost scare me a little bit. They feel like they could just take off a finger. I don't think they could, but yeah, these are, wow. These are gigantic. Let's do seatbelt cut right here. Slices right through seatbelt. Let's do a double seatbelt. Yeah, pretty much anything you throw at this, it seems like they just slice right through. Sometimes you guys ask about, what about the more delicate cuts with like plastic? They slice right through plastic. Here we have this inner tube, slices right through that. These are pretty nice scissors. If you notice, these, like Nextool, have these serrations on this side and then the straight blade on this side. These are great. Now let's take a look at this, because these scissors to me look almost identical, yeah, pretty much, to the Nextorch Pioneer. They're using pretty much the same design. I don't know, it's hard to tell any difference. I guess the pivot is a little different. That's different. I think these definitely feel like the spring is stronger. It feels like they've got a stronger spring, where this feels like a weaker spring. That is different, but otherwise they are very close to the Nextorch Pioneer, around $50 cheaper. Really nice right there. There are no tools on the handle that I see. We'll fold that up. Then we've got, yeah, in the handle, there is a surprising tool. This is a little different. This is the whistle ferrule rod. Now, this tool right here does frustrate me a little bit, because the whistle is, yeah, it's so close to the edge here, this top part where the air comes out to, make the whistle, that you can cover this and then it doesn't even work. I don't really like this design. The ferro rod I think is okay, but not a huge fan of the whistle. This right here comes in from, let's see, the bottom. You have to sort of hold it up and then push it in this notch. It's a little bit awkward to get to. There may be better ways. I haven't messed with this a whole bunch, but that's how it seems. It does fit in there, which is, nice. It fits in there so it can't fall out. You'd have to have the tool open to fall out, so that's a plus, but not a huge fan of this tool right there. Otherwise, I really like this. I think it's got a really nice tool set. It's nice that we have this straight screwdriver. I do think it's missing that Phillips screwdriver though. That is a big miss, but if this is meant more as a rescue tool, I can see where they're majoring more on the serrated blade, the regular blade, those huge scissors. Oxygen, wrench, the wire strippers. It makes sense why they're majoring on some of the other tools, but I do wish they had thrown a Phillips screwdriver. I think that's, about the only miss right there. Let's go ahead, weigh this tool. All right, comes in at 307 grams or 10.9 ounces. It will be a little bit of a heavier tool. Now this is the pouch that comes with it. This is the same pouch that actually came with the GHK 21. I like this one. This is glow in the dark right there. Very loud Velcro. As Leatherman said, you just scream when you open the Velcro if it's too loud for you. Then there is this at the back. These are not moly, but they're meant to reinforce this. You can go like that. So with this tool, you have to be careful in how you put it in. There's a lot of room there, but in the back is this elastic pouch for bits. Now, recently I bought 2 of the DK shadows, the Decoyu shadows. I really like these. These are Leatherman Signal clones. I think this is, they do a really nice job with this. I bought 2 of them in red. Then I combined and I made a sort of almost like my own version of the Leatherman Wingman. It is a very light tool that I am showing in my members only channel how to make that. Decoyu sent this. This is pretty cool. They are making only 200 pieces of this. This is the Decoyu 440C fixed blade knife. It actually is very comfortable to hold. I was pretty impressed with it actually. I really like how it turned out. It's more of a traditional knife. It's not super fancy and flashy, but it did turn out pretty well with this leather sheath with their name engraved on it. Pretty nice. So this is actually a $60 value on their website. I was very happy that they added that to my order of 2 of these, which I think actually were around $60. So thank you, Decoyu, for adding that. I guess they probably know who I am, but appreciate them for adding that extra. Now, Wuben just recently sent me another flashlight, another of the Wuben X1 Pros. These were on their Kickstarter program. I don't think they have officially hit their website, but I'm guessing they are going out to their backers and they will be available probably in the near future. I'll try to put a link to the Kickstarter program where you can purchase them, I'm sure, off of that. In my package, I got these extra screws. I got this sort of like an upgraded, almost feels like titanium, but this little holder for your charging cables. Really nice. Yeah, I really like that. On this version, on the previous version, I had a tactical clip that they sent me. On this version, I got these little screws. Not even sure what they're for. I have to look into that a little deeper. Then I got a belt clip, which I thought was really nice. Now, this one right here fits in like so. Strap this in here. Yeah, then it makes a really nice tight fit. Now, I hit this 4 times so that I lock this into place. These are supposed to have up to 13,000 lumens when you're using the dual power right here. Yeah, that's a lot of candle power or lumens that I don't want directed into my eyes. These are nice. They are not only a flashlight, but you could use them as a power bank. They've got even a fan built in, when we open, there we go. We've got these batteries here in the back, rechargeable, obviously. Yeah, we've got different light modes. Gets very bright. So instead of me just showing you all that, I wanted to go through a little bit of this manual. It talks about the spare screw pack, and I think that is for your fan, actually. That makes sense. Then with this one, floodlight, spotlight, the rest of the flashlight there. Now, this is the instructions that I sort of live by, trying to figure out all the things that it does. That's a lot of things. You can see how you have these modes, the eco mode, you press 4 times to lock and unlock. There's eco low, medium, high, turbo, return, turbo, strobe, SOS, and then the fan on and off. Yeah, pretty neat. And then the lumens, high, medium, low, eco, 4, 11, 28 hours, 455 hours on the eco mode, and the turbo mode, the spotlight mode. All that is really, really good information. Now, I think I have in the past gone over this flashlight. I was trying to go over my videos. I do not see where I did review this in the past, but I think I did. So I'll just do a quick overview today, but make sure to check this out. Again, I will leave links to their Kickstarter program. This is quite the beast right here. Let's give it a really quick weight check. Comes in 13.2 ounces or 373 grams. Yeah. This is even heavier than Leatherman Surge, so this is a big flashlight. But again, that 13,000 lumens, pretty crazy.